Gratitude greetings. I am feeling the most blessed on the planet in the history ever. I'm super happy. Today's topic is very close to my heart, be it self love or EFT. Be it Nixon, it's a secret. I'm only inspiring you to watch the show. Nixon is a great concept which only Dr. Saloni knows. Today's guest is very special. She's Dr. Saloni Singh. She changed her profession. She came into life coaching. And she's a life coach specializing in self mastery and leadership. I'm a big fan of her, and there's so much to learn from her. I'm super excited. Welcome, Saloni, because you want to be called as Saloni Singh. मुझे
Thank
बहुत
you,
खुशी
Sunny.
है। Thank you. तो बताओ ये सीक्रेट क्या है? What is your secret of happiness and smile and all?
The secret is there is no secret.
Now this
So,
is a big secret because you are not revealing how to be happy like you, how to remain calm like you, how to have a big smile like you.
okay. So let's start revealing then. I think one of the biggest secret, which I would only talk about my own experience, that's what I can share really. So is to stay connected with who you are and recognize that which part of you, which you feel is you, it's not actually you. It might sound complicated, but if we pay attention, a lot of things we think we are, a lot of things we think we want is actually not coming from within us. It is coming from outside. Society, conditioning, for example. Let's talk about common stuff. Race to be successful, race to be productive, do this,
Office
do
like
that.
you, smile like you, degrees like you, UK return, London return like you.
So, knowing that a lot of things we want, a lot of things we think we are not, thinking, oh, maybe I'm not that confident, maybe I'm not that lucky, maybe I'm not that talented. It's coming from a reference, from a conditioning, from some comparison. So, first of all, we need to shed that. Then only we can connect with truly who we are. And once we have that connection within ourselves, knowing that I'm unique and I'm perfect with all my imperfections. Happiness is already there. We don't need to chase it anymore. It's there within you. That's the beginning, I would say.
Super. I just love it. You made it simple. Andar jao. Connect within. Hello, Sunny. Are you available? I want to talk to you. Great.
Absolutely. And do it every day. I would just add do it every day because I believe most of the people do it. But now maybe on holiday, maybe once in a while when we are in nature, we start to connect. It's a daily business. I ask people, you eat every day? You drink water every day? You do your work every day? Then what is stopping you to connect with yourself every day? So this is something I do every single day. Taking some time just to connect with myself. Yeah, talk to myself. How are you feeling today? As you did. Yeah, do that.
Great. So, how is your day like? If I have to copy or model you, so what time do you get up from day till sleep?
So to be honest, my day is very free flowing, especially now because as you mentioned Nixon, I have practiced one whole month of complete break, practicing art of doing nothing, which was mainly about allowing myself to just take life as it comes, very free flowing, despite of all the roles I have. So I'm a mother of two teenagers, I'm a daughter-in-law, and taking care of many people in my house, and being a very busy, professional, a coach, a trainer, so everything. But I think it's about really staying in tune with life, being with the rhythm of life and not chasing. I think that's main. So coming back to my day, there's one thing I'm not strict, but I love to do. That is having minimum two, but I love 3 hours for myself in the morning. And as I said, I'm a mother, so for that I have to wake up early because 8 o'clock, the grind starts, school tiffin. My daughter loves my cooking, so she's going, Mama, you have to cook breakfast for me. So I love to do that for her. And so I wake up at 5 o'clock most of the days, sometimes 5:30, rarely it goes to 6. But I prefer to wake up in the morning and like to have, as I said, minimum 2 hours, preferably 3 hours if
So,
I
what do
can.
you do in that 2 3 hours?
So there are a few things I love to do, Sunny. So I usually start my day just with some. It's very natural for me. The first thing as I get up, even before I come out of my bed, is just I talk to Divine. I just talk things like "Thank you, Divine," just gratitude. Or if somebody is not well, it's just natural for me to just start my day with a prayer for them. So my father has been unwell, so the first thing would be may he be well, may he get better. Sometimes my friends are not well, or some clients are going through something. If anybody in my life who I know, who I love, is going through something, so I just start my day with a prayer and then gratitude, as if they're already healed. And we all have gone through a lot in last 2 years. I have seen a lot of family members going through, a lot of physical health challenges, mental health challenges. So I just start my day with that. I think that is a good start of my day. Then I love to meditate. Most of the days I do yoga or walk, something, at least something to just be in nature. I'm lucky to have a nice garden around my house. And I love to read and write. So it could be anything out of them. I might just read any book randomly. I'm always reading, sometimes 6 7 books at one time. So I just randomly pick one book, whichever book is calling me this day. I'm not somebody who would just strictly finish this many books, but I love to read few pages at least every day. So I just pick up a book, and usually when I read it something, I don't know the way my brain works. Whenever I'm reading something, I just feel so inspired to write. So I usually just write down whatever is coming to me. I write that down. So usually these are a few things I like to do. I've recently started, I'm very bad at singing, so that's a secret I'm revealing, but I want to learn. So I've just started learning, simple singing from YouTube. So in the morning, I try at least 10 15 minutes of practicing, the sargam. So that is
I
something I'm
want to
loving.
hear
That
your song. Koi bhi.
no, no way. Maybe after a year when I practice
One
enough.
line, one line.
Come on, no, 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 no. That I won't.
प्रेयर ही गा दो. इतनी
Maybe.
शक्ति हमें दे न दाता. Which was your school prayer, by the way?
So school prayers were a lot, but I have one favorite prayer, which is दूसरों की जय से पहले खुद के
हाँ,
जय
गाओ
करना,
गाओ गाओ.
मन की शक्ति देना, बस इतना. I'm telling you the next. So
Please
this is
tell
my
us
morning.
about your book also, yeah, because you've written a beautiful book with an interesting title. 3 minutes.
How to stop overthinking in 3 minutes. So that book actually came as an inspiration from many of my clients and COVID, because there was time for
Three
me.
minutes.
And so in the lockdown, first lockdown, that happens. So I was working with a lot of clients actually, and I started to notice. So I was working with a mentor as well. And he said, mainly, what do you work on? So he asked me, and I said, when I started to look at threads, most of my clients in the last 2 years I had worked was coming with overthinking. So I'm like, oh, actually, I'm helping everyone to deal with this. Like, it's like literally like a pandemic of overthinking. People are thinking a lot. And I think COVID also escalated that. And so I thought, okay, I'll write down whatever I think I understand about it. But I'm actually coaching and teaching my clients about. So some of my clients said they don't like to read, big books. So the main purpose was to write it very, very short. So I wrote a handbook, and they loved it. They're like, wow, in one go we can just read it. Even if I'm not an avid reader, I can read it. So I was happy. I wrote that.
What is that one secret you want to tell us? How should I give up overthinking in 3 minutes?
So of course, 3 minutes is a technique I have written in the book. If you practice every day for 3 minutes, that technique, which includes 3 steps. So you'll read my book, and it's available on my website by for a
Wow.
free. So you can download that. But mainly there are two things. There's not one thing. I say that decrease the input. We don't realize there's a reason we are overthinking. If like you're starting your day with news, uh, social media, so much input already, so many things, is very natural you're going to overthink. So don't go against the tide, go with the flow. So give minimum input to yourself. That's why I love to take some time in the morning for myself. Just calm, just tune.
Shut down your laptop, computer, mobile, everything.
Right. So
You made
decrease
it
the
easy.
Minimum. I don't think we need a huge social life. I mean, you all want few people with whom we have meaningful relationships. Some deep heart-to-heart conversations can happen. Who care for you? You care for them. We don't need 2,000, 5,000 people, having friends. And so that is very important. Minimize the input. That is one. The second one is one practice, one spiritual practice, at least I can vouch that is must. It can be anything. It can be meditation, it can be simple mindfulness practice, it can be as simple as reading a deep spiritual text. The world is filled with amazing masters who have written authors, great books.
Her Holiness Dr. Saloni Singh has written a book, Master Spiritual Person.
No, I'm just, I would say, tiny drop. I've written something very simple and practical. So, a lot of things I have mentioned in my book about all these things, which really makes a difference to stop overthinking. Yeah.
Great. Now you are a master of self-love also. What are your 5 tips for people who are pleasers, who feel that they are dust, they are nothing, and they don't have anything called self-love in their life? So what do they do?
Good question, Sunny. So, first thing is to understand self love. Because I think we have never been taught what does it mean to love yourself. Mostly people think, okay, maybe just, taking care of your health or pampering yourself with some rewards, some nice, shopping and things. This is self care, okay, maybe, yeah. But self love is mainly to understand who you are, understanding that all the negative self talk we do, noticing that how much we really beat ourselves on a day to day basis. We all do that, by the way. The guilt, shame, criticism, the inner critique, paying attention to all that and coming to a realization that you are innately a beautiful human being. I think that's the beginning of self love. Knowing that you are goodness, knowing that you are patience you're seeking, you are that love you're seeking, that's the beginning. Now it might sound like a concept. It's okay. I tell people start with the concept. Start with saying that I am love, I am goodness. It will do something to your subconscious mind. The more you repeat that, versus what I hear people saying is, I'm very impatient. I get so angry so quickly. I always react and then I feel bad and then I regret. So, anyway, you are affirming all these things. Say the opposite. Okay, sometimes I do lose my temper, but actually, I'm very loving father, I'm very loving mother, I'm very loving partner. Start with that. So, positive self talk is the beginning. Then, looking into the mirror, very simple thing. How many times you look in the mirror and say, oh my god, you're gorgeous, I love you. Start with that. Start with that. This is a technique I use a lot of time. Even if I'm upset with somebody, let's say some friend did something and I'm not very happy about this, I just go to the mirror and talk to, I'm feeling sad, my friend did this. And by the end, my conversation finish, I have a different perspective. I'm like,
And how about
sure,
your
sure.
teenagers around you? They say, "Mummy, ho kya
Oh, they
hua
already, by now, they already had.
hai?"
So their friends all when they talk to their friends like this, by the way, and then they tell, oh, you don't you know my mom is a life coach, so they're already psychologists by now. They're my teachers, I would say. They know more than me, I think. Yeah. So mirror talk, of course, positive mirror talk, and the third one is for self forgiveness. This is a huge part of self love. I would say that I learned from my coach actually. Self forgiveness. I didn't even realize it how much I wouldn't forgive myself for small things. So you make a mistake, you forget something important. You had to send something, for your daughter's form, school, and I'm like, oh shit, how could I forget that? And you do yourself. I'm not saying that you keep doing the mistakes. Of course, we learn. But say to yourself, and it's as simple as saying, I forgive myself for this mistake. It's okay. I'm human. I forgot. I forgive myself. The
वही तो.
beauty is, yeah, the beauty is the more you forgive yourself, the more forgiving you become, the more non judgmental you become for others as well.
So beautiful, so powerful. This is one of the interviews which is filled with magical tips. ठीक है? Self-love, forgiving yourself, stand in front of the mirror, talk to yourself. Don't worry, your family will get used to it. Great. So we will post the link of your book in the description and comments. So we are so thankful to you for being a powerhouse of wisdom, for what you are, for what you do, and for what you give to everyone around you. Thank you for being an inspiration. And one word question we will ask now. What is life in one word?
Love.
What is love in one word? अब ये मत बोलना life.
Love. Oh, what is love? I think love for me is pure joy. Pure joy. For me, that's how I see love. It's pure
What
joy.
is motherhood in one word?
Motherhood. That's big. That's really big. It's very difficult to define in one word, I say, but it's again it's I would say it's pure unconditional love. That's what I would say. And a lot of
What is life
acceptance.
coaching in one word?
Life coaching. Again, you might feel, but in my practice, right now where I am, for me to be a life coach is to be unconditional love to all my clients. That's what it is for me, and that doesn't
What is
change.
Saloni in one word?
Oh, Saloni is meaning, you know.
नहीं पता मुझे. मेरी
You
हिंदी
know,
इतनी अच्छी होती तो मैं पूछ लेता. Excuse me. गूगल कर लेता मैं.
have you not heard the songs with Savri Saloni? तेरी झील सी आंखें.
क्या beautiful.
Saloni actually means lovely. Saloni is lovely. It's
Lovely.
a word. It's a word which was used for Lord Krishna. Salona, Savra Salona
हाँ.
Krishna.
इसीलिए ना आपके सारे आंसर्स में लव 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 था. मुझे यही लग रहा है कि कबीर जी ने ना सही बोला है. ढाई आखर प्रेम के पढ़े सो पंडित होए. And everything. Even, when I went for my international NLP trainer certification, the trainer said, my great mentor said, love makes the world go round. And I also told them, it was not like a training, it was like love for us. They were from UK, 40 years in NLP. So grandmaster from American board, NLTA. So they also spoke the language of love. So it was magical. So you are also a great pillar of love, pillar of strength, pillar of joy, smiling Saloni. Thank you so much for being loved. Thank you.
And I would love to acknowledge you right now, Sunny, because this is exactly how I see you. I think you are giving and serving so much just with your beautiful smile and love.
ये शुरू में बोल देते यार, मैं और खुशी खुशी 4-5 सवाल और पूछ लेता और तेरी तारीफ और कर देता. डॉक्टर स्लोनी, डॉक्टर स्लोनी. Thank you. Thank you. I enjoyed every minute with you. It was beautiful.
Thank you so much. Thank you for
Thank you.
having me.
Thank you, Saloni.